Hi fellows, I'm Valentin from DIY Life, and in today's video I'm going to install a reverse camera on my car. Let's get started. So, because the camera will be placed right here under this plastic panel, we will have to remove the panel, screw the camera on it and run all the wires through it. We have to take the side plastic panels too, because the middle one is clipped on each side behind the side ones. So yeah, so I'm gonna open the boot. These two, they come off quite easily, just like this. I'm gonna disconnect all the plugs for the lights, and then I'm gonna undo all the nuts. The side panels have 3 bolts each, all of them quite accessible with a ratchet, 8mm socket and an extension. That one, it can be reached through this hole. And then there are basically 10 nuts that will have to be undone. One is hidden behind this thing, 2 more there, inside there you can see them, and basically same on the other side. And now I have access to that nut through this hole. I'm gonna do the same on the other side, and that's it. I have the first nut out then. Okay, I've undone all the bolts and disconnected all the plugs, and I'm placing my screwdriver right there in order not to latch the boot. So yeah, we don't want it to latch. Just gonna place it down gently. That's it. It will stay right there. And now I'm gonna take off the side ones, the side panels. The other side too. And now the middle one. Came off quite easily, but you can see there is a lot of work to do before you can undo it. This is the camera I've got from eBay. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to get this one. It came with some other wires as well, but we're gonna worry about wiring it later in the video. Now I'm just gonna install it onto my plastic panel. I'm choosing to install it in this place because there is a groove right here where this entire panel aligns with some other piece when it gets onto the car, but there is enough space for my wire to sit there as well, so that's why I'm choosing this place. I believe those lines, they go in exactly in the way the car moves, and since I won't be putting this exactly in the middle, I don't want my camera exactly parallel with those lines, but I want it a bit facing towards this side, a bit of an angle there. But as you can see, the place where I'm gonna bolt it down, it has a bit of a playing, so if I'm placing my screws exactly in the middle here, later on I will be able to move this couple of millimeters left or right. It won't be easy to adjust it later, that's why I'm gonna try to screw it in place very well now. Now I'm gonna tighten those side bolts. This will lock the adjustment up and down in place. I want my wires to come out where the wires of the other plugs come out. So I'm gonna feed the wires underneath one of the seals, just like this. So now I'm gonna put the main panel back on and feed my wires through here for the corresponding seals. So while I'm looking at it now, I think it might require turning a bit more towards that side, just a tiny bit more. Because in order to adjust it later, I will have to take everything off the car again, all those panels. So I don't want to do that, I just want to adjust it right now. So I hope this is last time when I put this panel on, and I'll keep my fingers crossed. Now I'm gonna put all the nuts in and secure all the panels. All the plastic panels are in place, the nuts are tightened, and everything is plugged back in. I have the ends of my camera right here, and I've got here the other cables I've got with the camera. Those ends, they will stay with the camera, I'll show you later in the video how to deal with those. This red wire will stay somewhere close to the camera as well, and this end will go all the way in front to the screen. But also this one, the black wire, which is the ground wire. And I've made another bit of cable here, which is black, same as this one. This one is just to add a bit more length to my ground. So first I have to take this trim off. I'm gonna use my prying tools to pry it out. Without this bit in the middle, I can crack this bit open. It has clips on this side all the way here. You can see this clip here, and I've unclipped it already a bit. And it cracked open along this side here. So I can feed my wires through here, and then all the way to somewhere here. At the top it's all filled in as well. There is no holes, nothing, no space to put my wires through. So I'm just gonna make a hole here, put my wires through, and then feed them through the rubber hinge. So I'm just gonna add my spare wire to the ground to make it longer, and then I'll feed it through. I fed my AV cable, which is this one, along with the extra wire I made just for the ground, through here and here, in this gap where I cracked the panel. Next step will be to make a hole right here. Now I can clip this back in. I'm just gonna press the clips back in. I can also put this edge back in, this middle part. What I'm gonna do now, just to be able to feed this through there, I'm gonna cut the cable to be a bit more slip, and I will solder it when I'm reaching the screen. So I'm just gonna cut it there. Only 3 wires, I need to rewire. No way I will be able to feed this through if I don't do this. So what I'm gonna do now is to tape them really well. That's it. I put some lubricant as well in there. Now I should be able to feed this through. Let's see. I'm not going too harsh, I'm just going very lightly because I don't want to poke any wires. There you go. My wires right there. Okay, let's go with the first one. Yes baby, that's it. And the second one. That's about it. I'm just gonna feed the entire length of this wire through, and then I'm gonna put this back on. Done with the top part. The bottom part, I will have to bring those 2 wires through there, right behind this panel, and this panel comes off quite easily. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna feed my cables there. I've put my wires through here, just behind this panel, and now I have my wires in the car. What I'm gonna do now is to add more wire to this earth. If you remember, this is my earth. And I'm gonna feed my AV cable to the screen. Find an earth somewhere around the fuse box for the earth wire. For that I need to take off this panel, then undo this screw and take the panel off. Quite easily. If you just put your hands under it, it will just come off. That's it. I prepared my earth wire, and the place where I'm gonna put my earth wire is right there on this bolt. The earth wire is done. Now would be a good moment to splice the AV plug back to the wire. Screen. And the screen comes off just like this. Now I will feed my wire, my AV wire, through here, just like this. I'll push it in behind this plastic and through there. Just gonna push it in just like that until I have enough here. Just like this. And put in the little screw. Now I'm gonna put back here this panel. I'm gonna connect the AV cable from the camera, and I have two wires here. I have this red wire which will go to this wire labeled reverse. We're gonna isolate this thing. So I found one which is labeled camera in, so it's probably this one, I'm thinking. I'm gonna connect it right now. That's it. I'm gonna rest it back there a bit, and now we're gonna connect everything on the camera and then we give it a try. The AV plug and AV socket, I guess, go in together like that. Power supply, which will go in there. This is the earth, as is the black cable, and I'm gonna connect it to my earth, the one I put everywhere to the car. The only thing that remains to connect now are those two wires, my positive from the main supply and then this red wire from the camera video cable. So those two, I'll connect them together, and then I'll connect them to the positive wire of my reverse lamp. That's what's gonna energize the entire circuit and it will make it work. So I'm just gonna splice those together first. Now this is really a challenge because this is my reverse lamp plug and I'll have to connect my wires onto the positive terminal here. So let's see if I can do that without breaking the plug. I'll put the plug back in, obviously. That's it. Okay, so let's see what we have done all day. I'm gonna put it in reverse now and let's see if it comes on. Ooh, and we see my neighbor's house. Works quite nice, but I don't know what's this thing here. Oh, I don't need that. I'm gonna tuck in all the cables properly. I don't want to see no more cables out. And then I'm gonna put the boot down and try to park with my reverse camera. Here I'm putting the 3 screws at the top of the screen back. This cap here. So let's see how centered the camera is. So I'm standing now in line with my left wheels, and now if I sit in line with my right wheels, it's about the same place on those guidelines. So I think the camera is pretty centered. Let me know what do you think about this installation in the comments section. Also let me know what else you would like to see in future videos. But until the next time, bye for now.